Thank you, President. My matter is for the Attorney-General. It's about the recent commencement of an 18-month trial to expand the Court Integrated Services Program, or CISP as it's commonly known. There have been some varying reaction about this pilot and its potential value. There's certainly great concern across some sections of the community about the prospect, through this trial, of more criminals accessing bail or avoiding custody and the significant risks associated with that, especially given that so often the perpetrators of serious crimes in Victoria are on bail or some other form of early release at the time. Accordingly, there's a fairly widespread and reasonable expectation that the government and court officials simply must maintain a very vigilant eye on how this trial is working in practice. I know the attorney would be well aware, and I hope very mindful and respectful of this sentiment. I do also want to acknowledge, in fairness to the government, that the decision to proceed with this trial should not be seen as new or unexpected. In fact, the impetus for it is actually Recommendation 27 of the Coghlan Bail Review back in 2017, and funding to pursue it was also announced back in the 2019-20 budget. I do, however, want to raise one particular element of Recommendation 27, namely 27D, about which I had hoped there might be some more information on the public record. That part of the recommendation talks about the need for the government to fund a longitudinal study of the effectiveness of the CIS program. In various public statements about the new pilot, there have been references to a 3-year University of Melbourne study. It's not clear that these refer to anything recent, though. Indeed, the only such study that's easily attainable publicly is one completed way back in 2010. Separately, a tender process for a new study did seem to be initiated last year, but apparently that was only for a future evaluation of the new pilot. Accordingly, there are, for many of us, still a lot of unanswered questions about all of this. I therefore seek from the Attorney an explanation of how the government has specifically responded to and implemented Recommendation 27D of the Coghlan Bail Review. As part of her explanation, I would hope that she might also be able to touch on the current strengths, weaknesses and risks of the CISP from the government's perspective, and how many more people are now likely to become participants in the program through the new 18-month trial.
Thank you, Ms. Barr.